Unidentified flying objects, flying saucers. Are they visitors from outer space, guests from other galaxies, or are they just part of man's unreal imagination? We'll investigate tonight on the amazing world of Kreskin. And here is Kreskin.
Our guest tonight is one of the world's foremost authorities on unidentified flying objects. He is the writer of the book, The UFO Experience, and he is the chairman of the Department of Astronomy at Northwestern University, Dr. J. Allen Hynek.
I was at those things right down there. I had the distinct privilege of meeting you about a couple of years ago, year and a half ago.
That's right.
And so much has happened, I suppose, and it's one of the most discussed subject matters. The book, by the way, UFO Experience, is absolutely fascinating. I read it a little while ago. What is a UFO? Because I think that's preferred over flying saucer.
You know, I really wonder why you have me on this program. You're the mentalist. You should tell me.
Oh, my gosh. No.
Well, of course, the U in UFO means unidentified. And I think right in the beginning, we ought to have clear that we're not talking about the identifiable things. I have a few identifiable ones right along. Could I show you one right now?
These are identifiable.
Oh, yeah, these are identifiable.
Yeah, right
why
here.
don't you...
All right.
Where you want.
What is this?
This is a searchlight, you see, that's playing on the clouds at night. And it's a very obvious thing. I mean, it wouldn't fool anybody. But sometimes it's been reported as a UFO. And here is a cloud, a lenticular.
You know, I would never know that it was a cloud.
That's just a cloud. It's common in the western part of the United States. It's a lenticular cloud.
Yes, I see.
And here's another identified one. Sometimes we get hoaxes, you know.
Yes, yes.
And this is a slightly out of focus photograph of a banana split sundae.
You are kidding me. Oh, my gosh. That's
not what we're talking about. We're talking about the ones that you might say stump the experts.
And offer no available information in light of knowledge.
This is right. They're really mysteries.
Tell me, what percentage? It's a small percentage. Of course, if it were only 2, it would be significant, I think, and I think you'd probably feel that way.
It's more than 2. Then.
It's more than 2 out. I mean, 2 out of all the. What percentage would you say are really UFOs of all the sightings?
Well, about 20% actually of all the ones that we have in the Air Force. You know, of course.
You mentioned the Air Force now.
I was scientific consultant of the Air Force for 20 years. In fact, I got into it because I was an astronomer. The Air Force needed an astronomer to weed out the meteors, the twinkling stars, and things like that. And we found that about 30% could be explained that way. And another 50% or so could be explained as aircraft, balloons, and so forth. But there was this hardcore residue of 15 to 20%.
That high.
That just couldn't be explained.
What is it that we keep hearing about? You had mentioned it in your book that it was a common theory, swamp gases. Is that a significant explanation for a certain percentage?
No,
it is not.
No, it isn't. That was a very.
And we've been told that it is by some so-called, authorities.
Well, this was a. You got me on the spot there because I was the one who perpetrated that thing.
You're kidding me.
Way back in Michigan, in Hillsdale, Michigan.
Yes.
I, at that time, simply said that since the lights were seen over a swamp, I said, well, one possible explanation was that this could be swamp gas. But the reporters underlined swamp gas and ran off to the telephones. And I think any time after that, if a UFO had been seen in the Sahara Desert, it would have been called swamp gas, you see.
I think some of us who followed this whole phenomena became interested in the Condon report, I guess, which is how many years ago that it reached a fruition, or did it reach a climax?
It was issued in 1969.
It seems more recent, yeah. And what was the conclusion? What's your feeling about that?
Well, my feeling is that the Condon report was a travesty on science.
Yeah.
It just simply was the methods used. In fact, Dr. Condon didn't investigate one case.
He didn't?
No. Personally, he never investigated a single case.
And yet they came out negative, but they didn't. You don't feel they presented a fair picture?
Well, actually, if you read the report from cover to cover, and that's difficult because it's 947 pages.
Sounds like the Warren Commission.
Yeah, you'll realize that there's a very real problem there because the Condon Committee was unable to explain 1/4 of the cases that were submitted that they studied.
I'm curious, and I think everyone is now thinking the obvious question: how did they handle that in their report? The ones they couldn't explain.
Well, very nicely and very adroitly, is the word. Dr. Condon wrote the summary and completely neglected the contents of the report.
Oh, well, I remember reading in the prologue of this book a quote of William James, a great psychologist, which in essence said that even scientists are not too enthusiastic about accepting something that they don't understand. They're just not ready to. And I think if it were mainly, we couldn't explain most of it as hallucination, could we? Because there's too many physical evidences that are unexplainable.
Well, as a scientist, the ones that I've been studying are those that have physical evidence. For instance, the close encounters of the second kind that leave marks on the ground and stop cars and that sort of thing.
Stop cars?
Well, there are hundreds of cases where, all over the world, you see, if these things didn't fit patterns, if each case were different from the next one, then there's no way of studying it. But when you get reports from Australia, Japan, France, northern Canada,
say in essence what?
That give you the same pattern, then you have to say, well, either there's a virus going around that's causing everybody to become crazy at the same time, or there's something to it. Now, of course, remember that we're still talking about the unidentified ones, not the great majority, which can have perfectly natural explanations.
Yes.
We must take that out before. Now there is since you are a mentalist, I'd like to start a foundation, the Kreskin Hynek Foundation, for this investigation of the cases which I do not deal with generally, because they seem to have an element of the parapsychological in them. There's just no question that some of the reports seem to tell of the sort of thing that you find in poltergeist phenomena.
Really?
Things of that sort.
That's interesting. You know, when I first met Dr. Hynek, it was regarding the small percentage that could be mass hysteria or suggestibility. And even though I'm going to show something later on dealing with that factor, it could only explain a small percentage of really something that I think has to be opened again, reinvestigated, because the unknown is only unknown because at the moment we don't understand it. I thank you, Doctor, thank you for coming, and I'd like to have you back again to spend more time. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. Dr. Hynek's book is The UFO Experience, a Scientific Inquiry, and that's, I think, what we need more of in this whole field. Now, I have some people here on stage. Through the months of my past year, and this year as well, you've seen me demonstrate the power of suggestion. I have said there's no hypnotic trance, and there's growing evidence that nobody has ever been in a hypnotic state. Hypnotists, of course, are disagreeing with me. But if they are disagreeing with me, let them prove there's a hypnotic state. And I must tell you something honestly now. There is no evidence known to science that anybody has ever been put in a hypnotic state. Let me show you with people wide awake what we can do with suggestion, and I think that's the key to this. All of you folks, and I've tested them before the program, by the way, I haven't put you in any trance of any kind, and you haven't been in any trance in any way, shape, or form. We can talk about it. Matter of fact, all of you, sitting as you are, close your eyes. Now, there's a key word that I have given them to understand so that no one watching can be receptive to my suggestion, only those on camera. Think the key word now. And the amazing thing is you can't open your eyes and try in every way, shape, or form. It's impossible. Indeed, the more you try to open your eyes, the more totally impossible it becomes. And they're struggling. What's it seem like, miss, as you're trying?
They just seem glued.
Isn't that wild? There's a fellow back here who looks like he's out of control. What's it seem like?
It's glued down.
It's glued, and you're trying, truly, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, now let me give you a key word, release. How did that seem to you?
Like you had no control.
And you tried. You tried to open your eyes?
Yeah.
Well, I want all of you now to raise your... Let me try something as a matter of fact. I'm going to illustrate this. Your arms, have them in front of you like this, as if you were going to roll them. Now watch me. Just cheerleader fashion. I start to roll my arms, and I start to move them faster, and you do the same thing. Now look at your arms. Although when I have you think the key word, it doesn't matter. It won't matter at all. As a matter of fact, in a moment when you think the key word, your arms are out of control, you will not be able to stop them. Think the key word now. And the amazing thing is they're totally out of control. You can't stop. Try. If you try, they go faster. Try in every way, shape, or form. In fact, when I say the key word, stop, they'll stop frozen rigid in front of you. Stop! You can't bend your arms. You can't move. Try in any way, shape, or form. Try. Try to move, my friend. Try as hard as you can. It's becoming rigid, more locked in every way, shape, or form. Try as hard as you can. What's the matter, ma'am? What's the matter?
Can't move.
What's the matter?
I'm glued.
You're glued. My friend, you're really in a great position. What's the matter?
They're clamped or something.
They're clamped, and they really are. What's the matter, my friend?
No hope.
There's no hope. You can't. As a matter of fact, again, they will start again now, spinning faster than ever. Faster than ever. Totally out of control. Totally out of control. Now, as I say the word release, they stop. They totally stop. Release in every way. As a matter of fact, you can put your arms down, relax in every way, shape, or form. Look at me, please. Look at me. Your arms relaxed now. You can get them down. All of you close your eyes. Think the key word. And your eyes are now stuck. You're perfectly awake, but you can't open them. Try. You again can't open your eyes, can you, miss?
No.
What's it seem like, sir, when you try?
4 o'clock in the morning.
4? What did you say? What did you say?
Feels like early in the morning.
And you can't open your eyes, can
No,
you?
sir.
It's impossible. Now listen to me, all of you. You're perfectly awake. In a moment when you open your eyes, we're going to go to a brief break. You'll be able to put on some heavy clothing and some boots. You're going to go outside. You'll be outside, and a gentleman from the news department is going to speak to you. When I walk outside, the moment I drop a handkerchief, you will all hear a tremendous noise in the sky outdoors. You will look up in the sky, and you will all see vividly, as clear and as real as can be, 3 flying saucers scooting through the sky. You will actually see 3 flying saucers scooting through the sky as vividly as can be. You'll comment on them. You'll want to talk about them. Now, when I say the word release, you'll be able to open your eyes, and then you will be escorted outside. You will see nothing in the sky except what is there until you see me drop a handkerchief. Now, release. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in just a very few seconds as we prepare to leave to the outdoor. I'm going to now turn the program over to Max Keeping and our subjects, and I will join you people in just a moment.
Do you believe in flying saucers?
No, sir.
Have you ever seen one?
No, I haven't.
How about you?
I believe in them.
Have you seen one?
I can't affirm that I've seen one, but I thought that I saw a few.
Anybody operating it?
I never was inside one. It was in the area.
Have you ever...
No, I've never seen them.
Do you believe in it?
I don't know.
Do you really think there are unidentified
I think
flying
there's a
objects?
possibility, sure.
Do you think something exists out there in space?
Definitely, yes.
Have you ever seen a flying object?
No.
Saucer? Nothing? Haven't
Well, some strange lights, but never really.
haven't seen
something
the
definite.
ground scorched? Or
No.
how about you over here? You believe in flying saucers?
Yeah, I do.
Have you seen one?
No, I don't think
What
so.
makes you believe in them?
Well, I've read about them, and I believe what I read.
You believe there are people out there in space?
Probably. There may not be people, but there's things out there. So.
How about you? What do you...
Well, I don't believe there's flying saucers, but there could be life somewhere else.
You believe there may be men in Mars then?
Yeah, it could be.
How about you?
Well, I believe in them, but I've never seen one.
What makes you believe in them?
Well, what I've heard, and read in magazines and things like that.
But you have no evidence. No.
Well, no, but I still believe in them.
What do you believe?
Yes.
If I had some proof, I suppose I would.
That's right.
You think there might be?
Sure.
How about you, sir? Do you believe in flying saucers?
I believe the possibility of them. I'd love to see one.
What?
I see something red up there.
A flying saucer. Can you see that? Three of them. Three of them.
It's
Red and gold, and
like
you know,
a
did you
circle
see it?
bill.
It's got what on it?
What? Right there, right there. Can't you see it? You see it? Something red. I don't know what. Look at that hole. What does it look like?
They're right up there. They're flying up.
What does it look like?
They're white. There were three red ones.
Anybody? They're white. There's 3.
Oh, look at them. Green, look, up there. Green ones.
How many are there?
There's 3 of them. One's kind of greenish. One's silver. Look.
They are.
Up there. It's moving around.
Show me where you see it.
I gotta find a telephone. Can I find a telephone? Where can I get the telephone? What is it?
Yellow and they're
What
white.
color is it?
They're white. They're white. They're
Well,
little
how many?
white. There's
You wanna-
three.
How many of them are there?
Three. They're white and they're flying around up there. I see them.
This red,
How
it's
many?
sort of like a half a circle, and it's like
And what's the?
Green one is the white one. This one. This kind of, and they're green.
Where's our telephone man? He come back here. Did we get him back here? Where's our fella? He's looking for a telephone. Looking for a telephone. Some people are trying to get help, I guess.
the tower.
What's why you want to call him?
past the tower about this way.
I don't know. You know, I thought we should report it,
Like, this one's a half, like a half a moon, red.
They're coming in right now. They're like,
No, that one is
put a red and a gold and
I
shaped
know
like
one
a,
was something.
you know, they're shaped like a big,
What shape is it?
orange. Well, they're, you know, reddish orange.
Reddish orange. Yeah. Right.
What color are they?
One is a white one, it's a green one, it's a red one.
It's red.
Like it's
All of them, it's a green one there too. It's too far.
They're white. They're find a telephone. I still think we ought to find a telephone and call somebody and let them know. I called and nobody knows what a telephone is. What's wrong with this place around here, you know?
What do you
I
see?
mean, my God.
Well, they
My
were there,
gosh.
but they're gone
Max,
now.
What
Max,
did you see?
pardon me?
Yellow in the sky. There was
just
two yellow
I hate
things.
to tell you folks this,
But they're
but
gone.
the three, one of them is going to start to come down towards the ground about 100 feet over. 1, 2, 3. There it comes now. It's coming towards the ground.
Quiet.
Wait, stay here. Come back here. Come back. Wait, stay here, folks.
can't see
Folks,
anything
if
there.
you will, come back here. It's moving away. Come back. What's the matter,
It's
please,
gone.
ma'am? Where is it? Point it out to me. It's right there. Point it out to me. Max, if you'll join us.
You still
Right
see something?
there. If you'll join us. May I say this to all of you subjects? Max, may I say this to all of you subjects? The word release. Release. Over here, I said up. I said release. Max, you want to ask them about their sighting?
You were just telling me that you saw some oblong shapes
Two
up there.
yellow oblong things.
Release.
sticking
It's
to
all
the
gone.
sky.
Sir, what about the saucers?
What saucer?
Didn't you just see saucers in the sky?
Yeah.
No? You saw none? Miss, what were you saying about saucers in the sky?
I didn't see any.
What were you saying about saucers in the sky?
Nothing. I didn't.
You?
I think you flipped your lid.
What were you saying, sir, about getting the police? I didn't say anything about police at all. Have you ever seen any flying saucers?
No.
Well, Dr. Hynek, I don't know where our time is, but it's been a pleasure to have you here. This does not answer the entire phenomena. It's only a small percentage that might suggest suggestibility. When you think about it, 40-some years ago, Orson Welles did something which caused many, many people to see rather vividly in New York City and New Jersey similar phenomena, and I wonder, perhaps it could happen again. Goodbye, everybody. Be the good Lord willing. I'll see you next week.